Sorry, I'm like drinking coffee and eating mango lassi. Drinking mango lassi, whatever. Leftovers from a meal that I was treated to this week. And we accidentally put it in the freezer, so I wasn't sure if it was still going to be good after it thawed, but it was. Yay! Now that I've wasted 30 seconds of your time, today's food is Texas Caviar. I considered switching it to a dessert item, but I decided to stick with it because I do love Texas Caviar, and I was curious. I was just worried that it was going to taste like boring beans and vegetables, which I had a couple times the first few weeks of this. The last 2 weeks have been much more enjoyable. Because even the soup, which was basic rice and beans dish, it was able to change the flavors more effectively than the previous week's recipes had. So the Texas Caviar looks like this. I'm gonna try a bite. Okay, I made this last night, and at first I was like, the flavor isn't quite strong enough, but I had a feeling that it just needed to sort of sit, because I made it and instantly was eating it, but like the dressing and everything needed time to soak in, and the vegetables needed time to sort of release their juices and all the flavors combined. So it is better today. It's still a little less flavorful than Texas Caviar I've had in the past, but I don't know what that recipe is, and this was just my first attempt at making it ever. I did add like a teaspoon of coconut sugar to it because I like Texas Caviar that is sweet. I'm not sure if it's always sweet. I think sometimes it's spicy. Although I feel like if it was sweet and spicy, like if I had the sweetness and jalapeno, it would be great. Yeah, it's just red onion, half of a red onion, green bell pepper, 2 cans of black-eyed peas, a can of black beans. I also had just some leftover batch cooked beans from last week that I threw in, and a can of corn that I already had on hand because they were on sale. So I stocked up that day. It was for like a recipe a couple weeks ago, and it was like buy 2, get $1 off, and it's like they're only 89 cents, so okay, I'll do that. Okay. So Texas Caviar, it says it's 10 servings. You can see, like, I've already eaten a decent amount of this, and there's a ton left. So yeah, I'd say 10 servings, definitely. 117 calories, 16% sodium, 1% fat, 9% potassium, 8% carbs, 1 gram of sugar, more now that I added a little bit of coconut sugar, 22% fiber, 14% protein, 2% vitamin A, 10% vitamin C, 3% calcium, 10% iron, and then plus whatever the chips are you're using. So it's not like super low calorie snack because you're gonna have all the carbs of whatever you dip in it. Although I think this would also be good to just eat like with a spoon. I don't know if that's weird, but it's like a salad. It's just that it's meant to be a dip that makes it sound weird. Okay, but I'm really glad that the flavors melded together a little more, so I definitely say make this a day in advance if you're doing it for an event or something, but it's really good. I like it. It's good for you, it's vegan, it's great. Low calorie, has nutrients. I mean, salsa is never like that, well, sometimes it's probably pretty bad for you, but it's usually probably got a lot of added sugar and you're not really sure, it's processed, who knows what's going on there. This is a great option, especially if you're trying to add protein to your diet. This is awesome. Okay, so I spent $10.57. This is the more expensive one. The reason is the chips cost about $4. These aren't even whole food plant-based because they do have some oil in it, but it's the closest thing to whole food plant-based they had because it has a bunch of grains, all that good stuff. Multi-grain tortilla chips. And then I also had to buy red wine vinegar, and so that was more expensive. That was another like $3 or $4. So overall, I mean, like 3 cans of beans, a bell pepper, red onion, and corn are not gonna run a really big tab for you, but the chips and the red wine vinegar do add up. So if I were to make this recipe again, it would probably be more like $7. that works. This is a decent amount. Like, this will last me a couple days of snacking. I'm actually about to start watching Lord of the Rings because I got that as a birthday present. The extended edition on Blu-ray. I'm a big fan. Lex is not, but we're gonna watch it. And this will be perfect for snacking during each 4-hour-long movie. Woo! Okay. Tomorrow is the last day, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's gonna be tuna casserole. So, tuna casserole, but without the tuna. I couldn't find this one ingredient for it, which I think I probably would have wanted, but we'll find out. I haven't actually made it yet. We will see what happens. Are you guys excited? I've had a good month. I'm excited for my monthly budget review at the end of the month. I'm excited to tell you stuff. All right, I will talk to you again